Chapter 1. Benny hears the legend of the sleepy sandwich. Benny the brave badger was supposed to be getting ready for bed. His pajamas were on, his blanket was fluffed, and his little nightlight shaped like a peanut butter jar was glowing softly. But Benny wasn't sleepy, not even a little bit. He flopped back on his pillow with a sigh. "Why is sleeping so hard, Granny?" he grumbled. Granny Badger rocked slowly in her chair, her eyes twinkling. "Ah, some nights are tricky, Benny. But you know, there's a secret." Benny's ears perked up. "A secret?" Granny nodded. "A special sandwich. Not just any sandwich. The legendary sleepy sandwich." Benny sat straight up. "A sandwich that makes you sleepy?" Granny smiled. "It's got warm, toasty bread, gooey cheese that stretches when you pull it, and the most magical honey mustard drizzle ever made. One bite, and poof, your eyes get heavy, your body gets cozy, and you drift off into the silliest, happiest dreams." Benny's mouth dropped open. "Is it real, Granny?" Granny leaned closer. "Oh, it's real, but it's hidden deep in Snorwood Forest, guarded by all sorts of funny creatures. Only the bravest, most bedtime-ready badgers ever find it." Benny's eyes sparkled. "I'm brave! I can find it! I want that sandwich, Granny!" Granny chuckled softly. "Well, if you're going, you'd better pack your napkin cape. You'll need it." Benny hopped out of bed, grabbed his favorite soft napkin, the one with peanut butter stains, and tied it around his neck like a hero. "I'm ready," he whispered. Granny smiled wide. "Then off you go, Benny. But remember, finding the sleepy sandwich is all about slowing down, breathing deep, and paying attention." Benny nodded. "Got it. Slow, deep breaths and find the sandwich." He took a big, deep breath in, held it, and let it out slowly. "Just like that?" he asked. "Just like that," Granny whispered. "Good luck, my brave little badger." Benny gave one last wave and tiptoed out into the night, his cape fluttering softly behind him. The stars twinkled above, the trees swayed gently, and somewhere out there, the sleepy sandwich waited. And Benny was ready for the adventure. Chapter 2. The Spaghetti Snake and the Noodle Vines. Benny walked deeper into the Snorwood Forest, his soft napkin cape swishing behind him. The air smelled funny now, kind of like butter and noodles. "Huh," Benny sniffed. "Smells like somebody's cooking dinner." He pushed through a bush and gasped. Right in front of him, tall, wiggly vines stretched up into the sky. But they weren't just any vines, they were long, slippery spaghetti noodles. They swayed and wobbled, twisting all around. Some even had little meatballs stuck to them, dangling like ornaments. Benny reached out and gave one a poke. It jiggled like jelly. Slurp came a noise from somewhere inside the tangle. Benny froze. "Hello?" he called softly. Suddenly a long, buttery head popped out from the spaghetti. A snake, but not a scary one. This snake was yellow and floppy with a big silly smile and butter dripping from his nose. "I'm Spaghetti Snake," the snake said, giggling. "I'm stuck." Benny blinked. "You're tangled in your own noodles?" Spaghetti Snake nodded quickly. "I got hungry, started slurping the vines, and then oops, now I'm all knotted up." Benny giggled. "That's kinda silly." "I know," the snake sighed, "but it's so buttery I couldn't stop." Benny thought for a moment. "Maybe I can help, but we gotta go slow. Granny says slow is good." The Spaghetti Snake smiled. "Okay, but I'm slippery." Benny took a deep breath in, held it, then let it out slow. "We can do this just like breathing." He reached out gently and started pulling one noodle at a time. "Slow and careful. Wiggle your tail, Spaghetti Snake, just a little." "Wiggle, wiggle," the snake giggled. "That tickles," Benny smiled. "Almost there." Bit by bit, the spaghetti loosened. Benny pulled, breathed, and pulled again. Finally, with one last slurp, the snake popped free. "I'm out!" Spaghetti Snake cheered, spinning in a buttery circle. Benny laughed. "See? Slow and steady." Spaghetti Snake grinned wide. "Thanks, Benny. You're good at untangling. Where are you headed?" "I'm looking for the sleepy sandwich," Benny said proudly. "Ooh, good luck," the snake whispered. "That sandwich is real sleepy." Benny nodded. "I'm ready. Slow, deep breaths, and I'll find it." With a happy wave, Benny left the spaghetti vines behind, feeling proud and a little hungry. The adventure wasn't over yet. Chapter 3. The Grumpy Pickle Wizard Sour Test. Benny's paws padded softly through the forest until he smelled something new, something sour. His nose scrunched up. "Phew, what's that smell?" Up ahead, the trees opened wide, and Benny saw it, a slow, squiggly river made entirely of mustard. It swirled and bubbled, looking both tasty and super messy. And and standing right in front of it was the grumpy Pickle Wizard. He was tall and green with a long, bumpy robe covered in little pickle seeds. He held a mustard-covered staff and squinted at Benny. "Who dares come to my mustard river?" the Pickle Wizard croaked. Benny blinked. Me? Benny, I'm looking for the sleepy sandwich," the wizard huffed. "No one crosses my river without passing the sour test." Benny tilted his head. "What's that?" The Pickle Wizard grinned a lumpy grin. "You must show me your best sour face and do your sour breathing." Benny scratched his ear. "Sour breathing?" "Yep," the wizard nodded. "Breathe in deep, hold it. Scrunch your face super sour, then blow it all out slow like the wind." Benny shrugged. "Okay, I'll try." The Pickle Wizard crossed his arms. "Let's see what you got, Badger." Benny stood tall. He took a big, deep breath in, puffed up his cheeks, and squinched his eyes and nose as tight as he could. "Ooh, that is sour," Benny groaned. Then, slowly, he blew it all out. The Pickle Wizard blinked, then burst out laughing. "That was the sourest face I've ever seen," Benny grinned. "Thanks. Can I cross now?" The wizard smiled. Well, as much as a pickle could. "You pass, brave Badger. Cross the river, and remember, if you get worried or stuck, just breathe deep and make a funny face. It helps." Benny nodded. "Thanks, Mr. Pickle. I'll remember." The wizard stepped aside and Benny carefully hopped across the rocks, avoiding splashes of mustard. On the other side, Benny felt proud and a little less worried about the journey ahead. Slow breaths, funny faces. "I got this," Benny whispered, and off he went. The sleepy sandwich was waiting, and Benny was getting closer. Chapter 4. The Jelly Bean Pebble Path. Benny kept walking until the trees opened wide, and his eyes grew big. Right in front of him was a colorful path made entirely of jelly bean pebbles. Red ones, blue ones, green ones, they sparkled like tiny candy stars. "Oh wow," Benny whispered. "I bet this is the jelly bean pebble path." He took a careful step onto the jelly beans. Boing! The ground bounced under his paws like a soft trampoline. Benny giggled. "Okay, this is going to be tricky." He tried taking a few quick steps, but the jelly beans wobbled and bounced him right back. Whoa. Okay, fast doesn't work here. Just then, a tiny voice chirped, "Hey, slow down, bouncer!" Benny looked up and saw the tiniest hummingbird he'd ever seen, bright blue with glittery wings. She hovered nearby, smiling sleepily. "I'm Beanie," she said. "Keeper of the jelly beans. You gotta go slow here. Jelly beans don't like to be rushed." Benny smiled. "I'm Benny. I'm looking for the sleepy sandwich." "Ooh, good choice." Beanie hummed. "But first, want to hear my jelly bean lullaby? It helps with slow steps." Benny nodded. "Okay." Beanie flapped her tiny wings and sang soft and sweet. "Step so slow. Breathe so deep. Pebbles bounce but never leap. Jelly beans are soft and round. They love when you don't make a sound." Benny took a big, slow breath in, held it, and let it out softly. He placed one paw down, squish, then another, squish. "That's it?" Beanie whispered. "Feel your legs get heavy, like the jelly beans are holding you." Benny smiled. "I feel kinda sleepy," Beanie giggled. "That's the jelly bean magic. Now keep going, slow and steady." Benny moved carefully, breathing deep, feeling his whole body relax with every soft step. When he finally reached the end of the path, Beanie gave a little sleepy spin. "You did it. Now you're really close." Benny smiled. "Thanks, Beanie. That was nice." Beanie yawned. "Good luck, Benny. I think you're ready for the sleepy sandwich." Benny gave a little wave and kept going, feeling calmer, slower, and ready for whatever came next. Ever came next. Chapter 5. Finding the sleepy sandwich, Benny walked slowly now. His paws felt heavy, his eyes a little sleepy, but his heart felt full. The trees parted, and right there, glowing soft and golden, was a big, fluffy cloud of mashed potatoes, and sitting right on top of it was the sleepy sandwich. Benny gasped. "It's real." The sandwich looked just like Granny described, 2 warm, toasty pieces of bread, gooey, melted cheese stretching long and slow, and a golden drizzle of honey mustard sparkling in the moonlight. It smelled cozy, like home. Benny climbed up the mashed potato cloud carefully, each step sinking in soft and slow. When he reached the top, he sat down next to the sandwich. "Hi there," he whispered. "I came all this way for you." The sandwich didn't answer. It just waited. Benny smiled and took a deep, slow breath in, the honey mustard smell filling his nose. Then he let it out slow. Whoosh. "Granny said 1 bite makes you sleepy," Benny whispered. "Let's find out." He picked up the sandwich. It was warm in his paws, soft like a pillow, and took the tiniest bite. It tasted like buttery dreams and sunshine, like everything good and safe. As soon as he swallowed, Benny felt it. His shoulders relaxed, his legs flopped, his eyes blinked slower and slower. "Wow," he whispered, "it really works." The mashed potato cloud wrapped around him like a blanket, soft and squishy. Benny yawned a tiny yawn. "I think I'm ready to sleep," curled up right there next to the sleepy sandwich, his napkin cape tucked under his chin. The stars twinkled above. The forest grew quiet. Benny took one last slow breath and smiled. "Good night, sleepy sandwich." And just like that, Benny drifted off, cozy, safe, and dreaming of jelly bean paths, spaghetti snakes, and the silliest dreams he'd ever had. And you're ready too, soft, relaxed, and ready to dream. Good night, little adventurer.